Olá, tudo bom, gente? I hope you are doing great. Espero que esteja tudo ótimo com vocês. How are you? I would love to know how you guys are doing. Remember to use the chat, the comment section, so I can see your messages, your questions, your comments. Tudo bom, gente? Oi, Seth. Tá joia? I can see many of you are already there. Hey, Jacob, beleza? Safe, you are watching The Voice Brazil? It's so weird to say it in English because here we say The Voice Brazil. Oh, that's nice, guys. By the way, it's a nice thing if you find some kind of show among your interests and watch it in Portuguese. It's a great way to learn the language without really making much effort, just learning the language and having fun. So this is a very good idea. Olá, tudo bom, gente? Just a comment while we wait a little bit until we really start. As you know, especially Yeppers, our students from our private school, at this time here in Brazil, guys, it's a lot of rain. It rains all the time, and we have these heavy rains, you know, it's the season, it's the right season for it. So every day in the afternoons, we have like these strange rains. Yesterday, for example, around 2 p.m. Brazilia's time, it started to rain it was a very heavy rain, and I ran out of internet and a little bit of power, but I hope today everything will work. Hopefully. So we won't have to close our class. So let's pray, okay, guys? So, tudo bom, Steven? How are you? Tudo jóia? Well, just let me explain, guys, what we are going to see today. So, by the way, if you can listen to me perfectly and see me in a nice way, tell me, then I'll be able to know if everything's okay. But today we are going to learn the most used abbreviations on the internet in Brazilian Portuguese. So guys, of course, in all the languages, we have these ways of writing things in a very fast way. Normally these abbreviations, as name says, they put the word in a small size. So it makes us type things faster, right? This is the goal, to make the communication faster. Also, you're going to see that in these abbreviations, many times we skip the accents, because to put an accent, it takes like a second plus. So we do it. We normally do these abbreviations without accents to also make communication faster. Yeah, pretty much it. We skip vowels, as you see. There are some patterns. So normally vowels are skipped. Accents are also skipped because we make things faster. So you kind of find a pattern between these abbreviations. And they are really helpful. If you, for example, like to read texts on the internet, like blogs, or like to read comments in posts on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever, you need to know these abbreviations because we use it all the time. So our intention today is to show you these abbreviations so you'll be able to recognize them when reading on the internet, and also to use them. So many of you have Brazilian friends, family, so you'll be able from now on to communicate with them, sending them SMS or other kinds of message using these abbreviations, okay? Isso, Jacob. Jacob saying, tudo vai dar certo conosco aqui, Ludmila. Yes, tomara, hopefully. Boa tarde, gente. Well, I think we can start. So you're going to see that the content is pretty simple, but very useful. And I would like to remind you that after the class, I'll post this content in our blog. So you'll be able to check everything, to see all these abbreviations, the meaning, and a sentence with the context where it can be used, okay? So don't worry if you can't really take your notes, or if you were at work and listen at the same time, so you'll be able to check everything in detail later, okay? Oi, Darren, tudo bom? So, let's go. I'm gonna start showing you a piece of conversation, okay, that could happen, for example, on WhatsApp. And for those who don't know, what's actually in English we say WhatsApp. It's an app for chatting, okay, for free. So SMS in Brazil, sometimes they are paid. Not all the accounts, I don't know if you call it like accounts, but not all the companies, the phone companies cover SMS. That's why WhatsApp is so popular here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a piece of possible conversation on WhatsApp, for example, full of these abbreviations, okay? And I want to see if you can recognize them. If you have already some knowledge in Portuguese, you can figure out, just looking at these abbreviations, you can figure out what's written there. Some are trickier, of course, but I think you'll be able to. Charles is asking, SMS, you mean texting? Yes, like the SMS, like texting in Brazil, sometimes we have to pay for it, depending on the account you have with the phone company. So that's why WhatsApp is so popular, because people can send messages, they can text for free there, okay? So here we go. By the way, oi Islam and oi Hills. Tudo bem, gente? So let's go. Let's start with this conversation from WhatsApp, okay? Okay, so now you can see. I'm gonna read it how it's supposed to be read. Actually, I won't read it, yeah. Because if I read, you'll be able to recognize everything. So I won't read. I just want you guys to look at it and just figure what's being discussed. And of course, we'll see every word which is here. We'll learn all of these abbreviations. I just want you guys to look at them and try to figure out. Okay, so you can see that these two people, they are talking. They have a short conversation about a specific thing. And then they end the conversation. Okay, so try to figure what's being said, what they are chatting about, and everything. Okay, so we have some quick greetings. We have this short conversation, and then they just say goodbye to each other. I can already see your comments. So Tomek is saying, oi, beleza? Tudo tranquilo? Very good. Vanessa is saying, beleza. It's the same as beleza. FDS is fim de semana. TD, tudo. So Jacob is also saying fim de semana. Porque, com certeza. So can you see, guys? Even if you don't really know them, you can figure. But you couldn't imagine if you don't see it, if you haven't seen it before, you couldn't figure how to say it, right? So, but seeing it, it's not so hard. So let me see. Porque, verdade. A gente se fala, probably. Yes, it's a typo, fala. Ah, vai chover com certeza. Verdade, verdade. So not so hard. Is there any of these you don't know? You don't really know the meaning? Jacob's already answering me. Não faço ideia. FLW. Any of you know? We'll talk about it, okay? If you don't know yet, it's okay. So Islam is asking, this is a casual chat, Luigi, right? Yes, guys. So this is also an important thing to say before we really get into this. This is informal, okay? It's very casual. So, of course, if you send an email for work, in a formal kind of work, or to someone you don't have any intimacy, you know, so informal situations you won't use them, okay? This is for chatting with your friends, with your family, to people you really have some intimacy, you are friends of, you know. So this is a very important reminder. Don't start using this all the time randomly. You have to check the context, of course, okay? So for example, for the yappers, when they send us messages, for example, if they send us some email to our email to schedule a class, and if they can already speak Portuguese, I won't use it all the time, okay? By the way, actually, we won't use it at all unless the student really wants to, okay? So if the student wants to use them like to practice, we could, but I wouldn't assume that I should use it with them, okay? Kyla is saying all of them. It's fine, Kyla. This class is for you. So I can see that FLW, it's a great doubt, right? Many of you don't know it. Okay, we see. Andrea, tudo bom, Andrea? Andrea is saying the last is most difficult. Yes. Yes, so it includes, for example, A, B, and the C we call C cedilha. What else? Let me see. So yeah, so really the last line, it seems to be the hardest one. Let me see. Yeah, and so Charles guessed correctly. ABC is abbreviation for abraço. Very good. So Tomek also got it. Very good, guys. Great job. So pretty much that's it. So let's see a bunch of abbreviations, including these. So let's continue, guys. I'll put it in a bigger size. I think it will be good for you. So let's start with these, okay? So we have these two first ones, which are pretty simple, and people use it to simplify, right? So when answering things, you can just use "and," meaning no, no, or "s," meaning sim, yes. Okay, so someone asks you something, and just to go faster, you say N, like an answer, no, no, or S, like to affirm, okay? They're not so common, but they can be used, especially N for no, because no has an accent. So you can already assume that words that contain accent, they will tend to be written sometimes with these abbreviations if you want to go faster, okay? So that's why N is much more used than S in this case, okay? So Islam has a question. Let me see. Is this casual chat used in European Portuguese like Brazilian Portuguese? I can tell that this is used in Brazilian Portuguese. In European Portuguese, I'm pretty sure they have differences in relation to this, but they could figure what's being said. They probably share a lot of abbreviations, but I'm really talking about abbreviations used in Brazilian Portuguese, okay? So we can make some, we can make some kind of search and see if they use the same, but today we are talking about Brazilian Portuguese, okay? So, TD, you saw it and you could recognize it. It's an abbreviation for tudo, okay? Sometimes people use it also to another word which is very similar, todo, but not so commonly because, like, to differentiate, people normally use TD for tudo, okay? But they could use also for todo. People could use it too. So tudo means all or everything, and todo normally means every in a masculine form. So todo homem, for example, every man, okay? So todo every, tudo everything. So I could say something like, tudo bem? Is everything all right? Or how are you? And to give you other example with the meaning of todo, we could say, for example, todo mundo, okay? So everyone, todo mundo, okay? So, and we have this other one, you could also recognize it, BLZ, for beleza, which literally means beauty. But how can we use this word actually as a slang? Because in the dialogue we saw, and also in this example, it's not being used with the meaning of beauty. It's another kind of use. So what would be a good translation for beleza? I want to see what you guys think in the comment section. So while you answer, let's just see some more examples here. We also have here two possibilities, TB or TBM. So sometimes people use the first one, sometimes the second one. This goes for também, também, which means also or too. So here, when you agree with someone, you can say, eu também, me too. So we can just write TB, meaning também, okay? Let me see what you guys say about BLZ, beleza. Tina answered, awesome, great. So Vanessa is saying, like, cool. Yeah, so we use it to ask if someone is okay, if someone, how is this person? So instead of saying tudo bem, I can ask beleza? So tudo bem as a question has the same meaning as beleza. So I can approach you and say tudo bem, beleza. same meaning. And to answer, I can also use both. I can say tudo bem or beleza. Like I'm cool, I'm fine, okay? So I can use as a question and as an answer. And guys, I can also use it as a synonym of okay, to confirm something. So imagine someone asked me this. Let's go at 7 p.m. So, vamos às 7 da noite. Vamos às 7 da noite. Then I can just say, beleza, okay. So it can also be used as a way to confirm something, to agree. Beleza, okay? So got it? The meaning of beleza? Yeah, so Charles got this meaning. Beleza is like okay too. And it can also be used, like I said, to as a question. Safeguarded. So beleza with question mark. Is that okay? Yeah, I can use it to check if something's okay too. Beleza? So, vamos sair à noite? Will we go out at night or at evening? Beleza? Okay? So, I can use to ask or answer. How is a person? And to say, I'm fine. And I can ask, is it okay? And answer, it's okay. Okay? 4 possibilities. I hope you got it. If you didn't, you tell me, okay? So continuing, we saw também, and the next one is this one. This one is very, very much used all the time. People don't really write você. They write all the time VC, okay? So, as you can see here, amo você. I love you. Okay, so instead of writing você, you just put VC. Notice that there is an accent. So these words with accent, they are much faster like this. So another one, and now we can see, after this one, we are going to see some prepositions, okay? So they all go like this. So I can use CM or just C for the preposition com, which normally means with in English, okay? So check this example. Vou com você. Like I'm going with you, okay? So here we used CM for com and VC for você, okay? I could just say vou com você also, okay? This could also be used and people would understand perfectly, okay? So, as I said, other prepositions, we have just P for para, okay? So instead of saying para, we can just put a P. So check the example. Isso é para você. This is for you. So we put P for para and again, VC for você, okay? Let me see if you guys have any question. No? So if you do, let me know. Also, here we see just Q for que. Okay, so instead of writing que, u, é, you just put que. So imagine I want to ask, o que, what? So I just put o and then the letter que. Okay, o que, what? Pretty easy, right? It's much, much faster. And by the way, yappers who are here, if you want to use these abbreviations in our chat group on WhatsApp from now on, that this would be a great practice for you, right? So we could try a little bit. So let me see. After this one, we have this. And this is funny, guys, because normally we shorten the words, right? In this case, it gets bigger, but there's a reason. And can you figure why the verb which means is, became something bigger? I think you can follow the logic and tell me why. So let me see if you guys can tell me in the comment section. By the way, many people are arriving, so how are you guys? Tudo bom, Stephanie? Oi, Jacob. Jacob was already here. Oi again. Lupe, tudo bem, Lupe? And Padma, tudo bom, Padma? So, Martinez, you got it. We actually have a bigger abbreviation because of the accent. So to avoid putting the accent, as I said, like it takes like a few seconds more than not putting it. So to avoid that, we put an H after the letter E. So to make it clear, we are saying E. And why is this necessary, guys? Because if I just put E like this, you already notice, right? The sound is different because like letter E without an accent should be pronounced like this, E, and sometimes E. But if we have the accent like in here, we say E. And besides the difference in pronunciation, also there's a difference in meaning, because with an accent, as I said, means is. It's the verb to be, right? Conjugated in the present. So is, like he is, ele é. And without accent actually means and, okay? So it's a conjunction to add things. So the meaning is different. So we really need to differentiate them. That's why we have to add this H to symbolize we are saying the verb and not the conjunction, okay? This is pretty common, so people do it a lot, sometimes to go faster, but some just put the accent too, okay? So like the example here, é bom, is it good? Okay, so I just put E followed by H, and then we have the verb. So many of you got it. Very good, guys. To avoid the accent. Yes, John, very good. Okay, accent. Jacob is our, like, you know, in every class we have this student, which is like the monitor. It's Jacob, guys. He's asking for more likes. And yes, thanks for reminding me. More likes, guys, please. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. And Stevie also got it. It takes longer to write the accent, to avoid the accent, or to make it look like a question. Not necessarily, okay, to look like a question. The main reason is to avoid the accent, okay, because it takes longer. Yes, that's it, guys. Very, very good. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see this other group. So this one, you figure out, guys. You did a great job. So P followed by Q can mean porque separado, separated, or porque written all together. I did a class on this topic like 2 or 3 months ago. So if you're not aware, you can go check this class. I don't remember if it's here on YouTube or if it's on Facebook. But because to simplify, because we have 4 more forms of porque, this one written separately means why. It's used to ask something. And this one altogether means because. So it's the answer, okay? So P followed by Q can be an abbreviation for both, because actually they are pronounced the same. There's no difference between them. We say porque, right? Or porque also, porque. But the meaning is the same. Sorry, the sound is the same. The meaning is different. So we can use for both. So, for example, por que você vai viajar? Why will you travel? Why will you travel? Por que você vai viajar? And here we could have the answer. Porque eu vou trabalhar. So, porque eu vou trabalhar. So the question is, why will you travel? Because I will work, okay? So, por que você vai viajar? Porque eu vou trabalhar. So I can use this for the question or the answer, okay? Let me see if you guys have comments. Steve, I didn't get your answer. Can you send them both? Maybe there's a typo there. Then you tell me, okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Islam. Lots of thumbs up. Love for Lud. Thank you. Obrigada. You guys are awesome. Awesome. So this one, you guys figure out also. It was in the dialogue in the beginning. So TQL. This is the abbreviation for tranquilo. Tranquilo. Tranquilo means quiet, right? But also this one is used in a different way, like beleza, remember, which means literally beauty, and we use in different contexts. This one is also used in a different context than meaning just quiet. Okay, of course I can use to mean quiet, but in the dialogue and also in this example, it's being used with a different meaning. I would love to see what's the meaning in the comment section. Tell me, guys. So, how can we use this tranquilo? Let me see. So, while I wait for your answers, there's this question from Islam. He's asking, what is the difference between tudo bem? So, just a correction. Let me write here for you. So, in Portuguese, we say tudo. Pay attention, guys, because in Spanish, we use todo, but in Portuguese, no, we say tudo, okay? So, tudo bem. So, the difference between tudo bem and also another thing that we say in a different way in Portuguese. Como está, okay? Not como estás. Como estás is Spanish too, okay? So, tudo bem, como está means the same, okay? Literally, tudo bem means it's all good, and como está means how are you? But they are used the same way to ask how a person is, okay? So if you arrive, you meet a friend, then you ask, tudo bem? Como está? But I have to add, como está is more formal, I would say. Como está? More formal. Tudo bem is much more used, okay? That's it. I hope I have answered. So Mikhail is asking about tranquilo. Is it like chill? Chilling. Almost. Carly, I think you got it. Tranquilo can be used like Belize. Yes. So I can ask, so when I ask someone, how are you? I can ask, beleza, but also tranquilo. So it's a third way to ask how a person is. So I can say, tudo bem? Or tranquilo? And the person can answer, tudo bem? Or tranquilo. So it means it's all good, I'm fine. Okay, so it has this meaning, tranquilo. Of course, it's a slang, it's not formal, but it's very common, okay? Also, I can use to, just like beleza, to confirm things and to ask for confirmation and to confirm things. Like, eu vou passar aí mais tarde. Eu vou passar aí mais tarde. Meaning, I'll pass in your house. I'll go to your house later. Tranquilo? Okay? Then I answer, tranquilo. Okay. See? So I can use tranquilo and beleza the same way, guys. The same way, okay? To ask how a person is and also to ask for confirmation and confirm things, okay? So same as chill. I don't know if you're using the same in this exactly context, but it has this notion. Well, so let's see this other. It's coming. The one you guys were actually not so sure. Let's see this one first. This one you figured. FDS means fim de semana, weekend, okay? Literally, week and end of week, okay? So we use FDS because fim de semana is too big. So we can say, for example, eu viajo no fim de semana. I travel on the weekend. I'll travel on the weekend. So I just put FDS, okay? This one is also very nice. It was in the dialogue, and I must say it's very informal, okay? It's not formal. So VLW, it's an abbreviation for the word valeu. Valeu. Valeu, guys, it's a slang for thank you, like thanks. So especially between guys, this is much used. Like when you want to thank someone for something, you just say valeu. It's an informal, a cool way to thank someone, you know? So that's why I said it's informal. Formally, if you want to thank someone, you should use obrigada, okay? So just thanking for some kind of mess, or when you want to thank for not something big, something huge, but you just want to point it out that you appreciate that, you can then just say valeu. And the abbreviation is VLW. So, valeu, Pedro. Thanks, Pedro. Okay? Let me see. Yes, Mikhail is asking, OBG, did I use that right? Yes. Steve is saying, you can say chill as a very cool way to say okay. Oh, I'm learning with you guys every week. Thank you. Nice. Okay, so tranquilo would be a very good equivalent word to chill. Islam is saying, honestly, Lud, I feel that Brazilian Portuguese is like the magic. Is my feeling, right? I think so. What do you guys think? Is it like magic? It is. It's cool, guys. Well, Safe got it. Valeu. That's it. Now, let's see the other one, the one you guys were confused. This one, FLW. This is the abbreviation for falou. Falou, guys, literally means spoke. It's the past form for the verb falar, to speak, okay, or to say. So falou means literally spoke or said. But we actually used to say bye. So this is a slang for saying bye to someone in a cool way. So also very much used between men, between guys. Also by women. It's not something sexist. It's just that guys use more. Um, but women use too, and it sounds cool, you know, when you use it. So when saying goodbye to someone, ciao, falou. Okay, it's a cool way to say goodbye. So, falou, João. Bye, João. Okay, let me see if you really got it. I think you did, right? And now we have a bunch of cute abbreviations. Are we ready for them? I think you are. So let's see them. After falou, we have 3 forms to say goodbye to someone. And these guys, this is something very common in Brazil. You must be aware about it because I know that for some cultures, this can sound a bit weird, like very intimate. But for Brazilians, it's just regular, okay? So I'll explain it. Just let me see your comments. Oh, Jacob is saying, que legal, não sabia a expressão falou. Que bom, Jacob. So something new. I'm glad. So when you are chatting with someone, it can be in person. It can be on the phone. I'm thinking about the situations. It can be on an app, like at WhatsApp or on Instagram when we are chatting with the person through DMs. When you say goodbye, even by mail, of course, if you are friends of this person, if you are friends with this person, when you say goodbye, it's common to say beijo, which means kiss. Okay? Very, very common. And if you are not such a friend of this person, you can say abraço, which means hug. So if you want to sound more formal, you say abraço. I'm laughing because Brazilians are not formal at all. So when saying goodbye to someone, you say beijo. It's a kind way to just say goodbye. And sometimes between guys, they don't say beijo. Very common. Between guys, they don't say beijo. And also when you are not, you don't have a bigger intimacy with this person, or if you're not friends with her or him, you say abraços to sound kind, okay? This is common, guys. So sometimes you guys will see when we end an email, yappers can see that sometimes we just say abraço, beijos. It's just the way we are, guys, okay? It doesn't mean I'm really kissing you. It doesn't mean I'm really hugging you. It's just an affectionate way to greet people, okay? Let me see your comments. So Steve is asking, not between heterosexual guys, right? They do not say beijo. Yes. Heterosexual guys normal don't say to each other beijo. They just say, falou, cara. Remember? Falou? Falou, cara. Valeu. Abraço. They use abraço. Okay? Abraço, very, very normally, it's very normally used by them, but not beijo. Sometimes they use it like as a way to be fun, to be funny. Okay. And so let's see these abbreviations. So for beijo, kiss, you just put BJO or just BJ, okay? You can use both. And if you mean in the plural, you just add S, like kisses. You just add S, okay? And then here's an example. Beijo, amiga. So when saying goodbye to a friend, you can just say, beijo, amiga. A kiss, friend. And this is also another thing which is common. To call a friend using the word friend, okay? So literally it would be a kiss friend, okay? So beijo, amiga. Like XOXO, okay? But this is funny because we call friends sometimes amiga. More used between girls, okay? Between women. And if you want to say beijão, like a big kiss, beijão, like to emphasize it, you can just put BJ, A, with the accent and O. And this kind of ruins the rule of the accent, right? Some people also put like this, beijão. But it just sounds weird to see A followed by O without the chill, the accent, because we tend to read it like ow and not okay? But some people do it. So I can say, for example, tchau, beijão, like bye, a big kiss, okay? So Islam has a question. What is the difference between fala manito? I don't know manito. Maybe it's a slang from a different region, but I don't know it, honestly. I've never seen it. Galera means guys, okay? So fala galera means hey guys, okay? Manito, I don't know. And Charles is saying, não beijo e abraço. So, sem beijo e abraço. Social distance. Yes, unfortunately, guys. Nada de beijo nem de abraço. Sorry. Okay. So, and as we saw, A, B, C cedilha means abraço, hug. So, when saying goodbye, you can say falou, abraço. So, bye, hugs, okay? So, let's see the other ones. And let me just, yeah, we're almost getting to the end. I have to speed up a little bit because we are almost getting to our first hour. So let's see. CMG goes for comigo, meaning with me, okay? So we can say this, vem comigo, come with me. So I just put CMG. I think it was in the dialogue, right? So you got it. And this one is very, very common. So if I have GNT, then I have the word gente. That can mean people, or if it's preceded by a, remember, it means we. Okay? So gente can mean people, or if it comes with an a before it, then it means we, or as we say also in Portuguese, nós. Okay, so it can have these two meanings. By the way, guys, we have a channel in Portuguese, not in Portuguese, a channel in Brazil, a TV channel called GNT. And it's a very nice channel, by the way. You guys can try the website because they have lots of shows, if you like it, on cooking. So it's nice also to learn Portuguese, to watch some shows on cooking. They talk about beauty, about decoration. It's this kind of show. So if it's in your interests, it's nice to see it, right? And they have many videos on YouTube too, so it's fine. It's nice for you guys. So, for example, we can say, a gente vai amanhã, meaning we'll go tomorrow, okay? This you guys used, so OBG is the abbreviation for obrigado. Also, if you say obrigada, okay, would be the same abbreviation, because notice that we didn't put the vowel here, so it's used for both. So I can say, obrigada, amiga. So can you see here again, the word friend being used to talk directly to your friend? Very, very common, okay? Thanks, friend. That's it. And this one, you also saw it, guys. It was in the dialogue. So, VDD goes for verdade. That can mean true or truth. So, it's the same word in Portuguese, mostly, to mean the adjective and also the noun, okay? So, the example. Isso é verdade? Is this true? Okay, let me see if you guys have comments, have questions. Oh, so Tina is asking, let me see. Tina is asking, maybe I spell it wrong. I've only heard it, never seen it written. Manito. Oh, manito. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember. Maybe it's used by some folks from a different region. We have lots of different expressions in Brazil, so it could be that. So Joshua is trying to guess. Maybe he means maninho, like little brother. Could be. I really don't know, guys. And Islam is asking, fala gente, fala galera, are the same? Yes. Although fala galera is just more common. But we could say fala gente. Yes. Okay? So let's continue. After this one, we saw, yes. So this one was also on the dialogue, in the dialogue. So CTZ for certeza, which means sure or certain, like tem certeza, are you sure? Okay, but in English, this expression is used with the verb to be, and in Portuguese, we use the verb ter, the literal translation for have. So like have certitude, something like this. Of course, it's weird. It means, are you sure? Okay. This one is very, very nice, guys. If you see SQN, this goes for só que não. Só que não. Which literally means only that no, or only that it's not true, something like this. Guys, this is an expression that became very popular a few years ago to express an irony. So you say something completely opposite to what you think, to what you believe, to what you are, and then you just put the hashtag SQN to say that you think the opposite of it. So, for example, amo calor, só que não. So, I love hot weather, but not, okay? So, it's a way to be ironic and to say the opposite of what you really think, okay? So, I like it a lot. We also have this one, which is fine, right? MESG for mensagem, a message. So I can say, me manda uma mensagem, send me a message, okay? We use message for texting people. So instead of saying text me, we say me manda uma mensagem, send me a message, okay? So we use it for online texts too, okay? This other one is also very useful. PFVR. It's the abbreviation. It's actually tricky, right? But if you notice, it's almost all the consonants we have in this expression. We just skip this one. So this is the abbreviation for por favor, please, okay? So we say, for example, vamos, por favor. So let's go, please. So you can say, actually here, it should have an R. So let's see if you guys have comments or questions. Yeah, so Tomek saying, yeah, in English we have this. It's just not, right? Use not as an equivalent expression to só que não to express this irony. This is nice, right? You can use it from now on. So this one is very nice. You should use it. SDDS means saudades, like I miss you, right? If we don't have a word that translates well to English for saudades because it's not a verb, it's a noun, but it's not exactly like nostalgia. It's a bit different. So, but we could translate it as I miss you, okay? So here, when saying goodbye to someone, you can say beijo, saudades, like kiss, I miss you, okay? Saudades. Although, I must say something. If you really miss someone, please write it completely, right? Although, unless you are just saying like saudades, like to be nice, but you don't really miss this person. Because if you do, you should write the whole word. Do you agree? Well, and this one is nice, guys. Brinks. It's an abbreviation for the word brincadeira. So, you know when you say something and then you were just kidding with the other person, like making a joke, and then you want to say it. So you say something and just add, I'm kidding. This is what you can use. You can say brinks, just brinks. Or if you want to, you can say like I just said, tô brincando, I'm kidding. So literally it would be tô brincando. But you can just say brinks. So check this example. Imagine you say, vou contar para todo mundo. Brinks. Meaning, I'll tell everyone. I'm kidding. Okay? So this is an interesting one. Let me see if you guys got it. So you use this abbreviation for SKN. I don't know this one, guys. You can tell me later. And the last two ones, we can use RS as an abbreviation for the word risos, which means laughs. Okay, so if you want to laugh, you can just use, and if you want to show you are laughing, you can just use RS. Okay, risos. And if you want to show you are really laughing a lot, you can just continue to add RS's. Okay, so you just add more if you want to show you are really laughing, or less if you are not laughing so much. Okay. And finally, guys, this one I really like, which is TMJ, the abbreviation for this expression. Tamo junto, which means we're together. We're together. So this is used to say, you can count on me, I'm your friend, I'll help you, I'll be with you. That's the meaning. So for example, someone says, conta comigo, count on me, tamo junto, we're together, okay, I'm with you. That's the meaning. By the way, normally we have this kind of symbol with this expression because it means we are together. I'm with you. You can stand by me. You know, this is the meaning. Oh, we have a last one here. I don't know why it's totally lost. It's MES, for the word mesmo. And mesmo, guys, by the way, Adriele will teach you a class about this word because it can have lots of different meanings. Just to say too, you can translate it as really or same. In this case, the meaning is really. So, é verdade mesmo? Is that really true? Okay? Yes, that's it. By the way, this whole sentence is written with abbreviations. So, é verdade mesmo. Okay? Guys, that's it. So let me see if you got it all, if you have any question about what we saw. Let me see. Padme saying, Brinks is so cute. I agree. I think it's cute. Brinks. Oh my God. Let me see what else. Oh, so Vanessa is asking, RS is the same as KKKKK? Yes, it's the same. Some people feel like KKKKK means you are laughing more. And RS is more like a discrete kind of laugh. Some people feel like this, but you can actually use both, okay? KKK is just simpler because you just press this letter longer and easily, right? But people use RS too. And it goes the same. If you want to show you are laughing a lot, you put a lot of Ks. If you're not laughing so much, a few. And this K goes for the sound because we have some, you know, I'm not sure about the word in English. In Portuguese, we say onomatopeia, which is a language figure to express sounds, like when you kick someone, when a door, you slap a door. So when you laugh in these HQs, we used to have like this sound, ka, 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 to show that a person is laughing. That's why we continue to use it on the internet. But just the letter K on these cartoons, on these HQs, people used to write K-A, 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 K-A to symbolize laugh, okay? And then to simplify, people just started to put K. Let me see if you guys have other questions. Oh, nice to know. And not is also used. Okay, to make. Jacob, tamo is the same as estamos? Perfect. It's a very informal way to say estamos. You know that us Brazilians, we drop this first syllable of the verb estar a lot. So instead of saying está, we say just tá. Instead of saying estou, we just say tô. And also instead of saying estamos, we just say tamo. So we drop the first syllable and also the S in the end, very commonly. Let me see what else. Oh, thanks, Islam. Your videos are awesome. You should do it minimum 2 times a week. I wish I could, guys. I barely have time to do what I have to do. If I could, I would do, but it's hard. I'm glad you like it. I really hope to please you. Let me see what else. Obrigada, de nada. Steve, obrigada. Using already, I'm glad that you guys are already using the abbreviation. So this was a great class and very useful and practical. I'm glad. I'm super glad. That's my point, guys. I always want to make these useful for you. So I'm really glad to see all these comments. Oh, so it's pretty much the same. Onomatopoeia, pretty much the same as in Portuguese. So let me see. Or are you trying to write it? Because in Portuguese we say, let me put it here. Oh, you almost did it. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Okay? That's it. Let me see what else. Yeah. Jacob, gostei da aula. Remember the preposition de. Gostei da aula. Foi muito útil porque eu converso com brasileiros pelo WhatsApp. That's the whole point, guys. I can really end the class now. I'm really glad, guys, that you liked, that it was useful for you. I really hope you start to use these expressions, these abbreviations. It's the best way to really learn it and learn it fast, you know. For the uppers, you can use it in our chat, in our group on WhatsApp. It's also a great way to memorize it. And I think that's it. As I said, I'll post it on our blog, so I hope you enjoy it. And that's it. I see you soon, guys. I'm really glad you like it. Thank you so much. And see you next time. Beijão, Jacob. Beijão, todo mundo. Beijão, Carly. Lupe is asking if she can get these. I'll post it on our blog, okay? Everything, the whole contents from the class, okay? So, beijão, gente. Até a próxima. Tchau.